Sabathia is ready, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-2 pitch. Bounced towards the second baseman. Gloved by Castro. Strike out number 1. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
Well, the wind is blowing in today, so you're not going to see a lot of long drives. Focus on hitting the ball on a line and on the ground to score your runs today.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. 67 degrees our game time temperature. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Right fielder looking up, still going back. Gone! A solo shot here for Cameron Maben as the Tigers grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Standing in now, Miguel Cabrera. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning. And now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful. Got it.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And that's low, ball 4.
You take this guy out of the 5th inning.
J.D. Martinez set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, McDonald, just like most other umpires, he'll miss a couple here and there, but his strike zone never seems to be too outrageous.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. But the Tigers hit the board first on the strength of this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Detroit. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Into the box now, Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit hard up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, that's two batters and two hard-hit singles to start the bottom of the first. They are showing they are absolutely locked in on this guy.
So striding in, Gary Sanchez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Line hard toward right center, and that's in there, base hit. And a relay to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
I think the decision to send him boils down to one thing. You're facing a guy that's very likely not going to give you a whole lot to work with. You've got to take your chances when they come around because there probably won't be too many of them. This time, didn't pan out.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. Hard hit ball to second, and the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
And here he knows all he needs is a ground ball to tie this thing up. So that's all he's really shooting for, and he gets it done.
Starlin Castro is in to try and get that second run of the inning across as he'll have a runner at third now with 2 away.
Yeah, one run's good, but you don't want to leave that guy stranded at third base. It'd be clutch right here if you could get him in somehow.
And they're going to grab the lead here as this is down for extra bases. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. The tag, and he is out at third. And no errors and no one left on base. We'll move on. Justin Upton start things out in the second inning here with both teams already on the scoreboard with his guys down to run.
Yeah, it was a pretty good start. You get that solo home run to give you the early lead, but then you cough it right back up in the bottom half.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And the count will be full. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat, 3-0, to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
Stepping in now, Nick Castellanos. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And another foul ball. Sabathia into his motion. Here's the 0-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Backhanded. Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs.
The catcher, number 34,
James McCann into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ellsbury going back to the track. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nice job there by CC Sabathia as he holds on to a 2-1 advantage. Brian McCann strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. This is pulled into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still has that old school mentality. Plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. Around first on his way to second now, and he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Man, I'll tell you, talk about veteran leadership and showing youngsters how to approach each and every at-bat at the major league level. Well, just show him the tape of this swing. If he tries to pull this pitch, it's either a poor hopper or an easy fly ball. Instead, he knows just to basically throw his hands at this thing, and he's able to drive it the other way for a double.
Into the box, Greg Bird. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second
Right
out.
at him, too, man.
You know, this is an easy ball to misjudge, especially off the left-hander's bat because of the spin. But he stays right with this play, and he makes it look pretty routine.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. Maben.
No, these people can't even hit the fucking ball, man. God damn. Shit, man, they be hitting the ball right to these fucking people, man.
Half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know, he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base, and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Sabathia gets the sign. Here's the 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gardner's after it. He's got it one away. One gone here in the Detroit third. And the lineup will turn over now for the leadoff hitter, Ian Kinsler. Oh, a mistake with location there as that changeup is drilled to left field. And that'll be one he'll regret as that ball is well out of here, a home run. So it's a solo shot for Ian Kinsler as the Tigers have knotted things up at 2 apiece.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
You got to get out. I'm gonna take him
Standing
out.
in now, Cameron Maben. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit to short. Gregorius is there. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
What is this?
These guys at the top of the lineup have put a lot of pressure on the defense because of that speed. And here, he beats this one out. And that's going to be ruled an infield single.
Miguel Cabrera steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Popped high in the air. Sanchez is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Victor Martinez will stand in and to a base on balls his first time. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Ellsbury. And that ends the inning. 1 in the inning for the Tigers, and it comes courtesy of the Ian Kinsler long ball. We played 2.5, and we are tied 2-2. Brett Gardner will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
This is line to left.
Yo, what's up, man? They can't even hit the fucking ball.
In for the first out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw to first will be in time to take care of Ellsbury, and there are two gone now. Gary Sanchez strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Here's the 0-2. Hard liner to center field, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned the corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Didi Gregorius. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And that gets down.
Yo, look how slow they running. Look how slow they running.
Third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
That's a nice job here cashing in with 2 outs. You could see they were shaded to pull, but he slices this ball the other way. Forces the outfielder to have to cover some ground fielding this thing, and as a result, that runner is going to come all the way around to score from first.
Into the box now, Starlin Castro. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
This is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
In now, Brian McCann. Liner toward right center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Around first, digging for 2 now. Around second, he'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Yeah, it's not too often you'll see a triple in the box score next to this guy's name. He played essentially a full season a year ago and managed just 1 on his ledger. So this is a once-in-a-blue-moon occurrence.
Into the box, Chase Headley. He pulls this one into right. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. And they'll extend the lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's now 6-2. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So they score 4 times on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. The Yankees are out in front.
They can't run for crap, man. That's what
J.D.
a dog.
Martinez.
Run like fucking maggots.
Took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago. Sabathia sets his sights. 1-1 pitch on its way. Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right, and with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, I guess that's one way to get back into a ball game. This wasn't the most majestic of swings, but it's going to work out just fine as you'll see this thing bonk right off the foul pole, and sometimes that's the kind of thing you need to help turn the tide for your ball club.
Stepping in now, Justin Upton. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Nick Castellanos stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. He could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, this is how you bounce back from giving up a home run. Back-to-back strikeouts. As a pitcher, you've got to have a short memory out there, and he looks like he's come back from that one in pretty good shape.
Standing in now, James McCann. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for his strike 1 and 2.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now and 2 strikes here as well.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 1 and 2, here it comes. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, sort of a pesky at-bat up there. You know he'd just love to fire one more fastball by this guy and be done with this inning.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Tigers able to claw one back on the strength of this solo shot. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Yankees 6 and the Tigers 3. Greg Bird is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hard liner toward short. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
I can't believe it, man. You go up and going right to these people.
Well, it's really surprising that a pitcher of his caliber can get knocked around the yard the way he's been so far. I mean, there's the evidence right there in black and white. You might want to take a picture of that, everybody, because that's not a pitching line you're going to see from him very often.
Number 99 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Shot toward right center. In there, the base hit.
And that's not a good start to the inning on the mound. Back-to-back hits have him in trouble again, and at this point, they can't afford to let this deficit get any wider than 3.
Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen. That'll end the evening for Justin Verlander. Mike Pelfrey is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted him taking over in just the 4th inning. Brett Gardner will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Line toward the gap in left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. In with it now is Upton, and they'll have to hold the runner at third base.
Another base hit right there. Their third hit in a row, and now the bases are loaded here with still nobody out.
Jacoby Ellsbury will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Look like a stiff. Feel like it too.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Line to the right side. Martinez is there. Let's see if they try it. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he hits back to third now with one away in the inning.
Wow, now that's just a tough break right there. If this gets down, it's 1 run, maybe even 2. But it was hit just a little bit too hard there, and it's sent back into the infield very quickly, forcing all 3 runners to hold right where they were.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to...
Come on, man, run, man! What the fuck is wrong with this damn thing?
A third runner heading home. Here's the throw to the
Stupid
plate.
bastard.
Throw into third will not be in time, and it's a 2-run double.
Who stands there, man? That's that fucking computer.
Charge into this ball. You can see it just splits the gap and heads out to the wall. By then it was just a question of whether it was going to score 2 or 3, but they'll wind up holding that third runner, making this a 2-run double.
Didi Gregorius will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even as
Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog. And he drives it over the wall.
Into the box, Starlin Castro. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first is Castro, heading for second now. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Yeah, for a 1-2 pitch, this bites off a lot of the strike zone. You can see on show track, it's pretty much right down the heart of the plate. He jumps all over it and drives it for a 1-out double.
Stepping in now, Brian McCann. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run home run for Brian McCann as the blowout continues.
Well, this pitch is just a little bit in. Not really a terrible location at all. But if you're sitting on that pitch, in that spot, you can certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some damage right there to the tune of a 2-run shot.
In now, Chase Headley. Hit hard up the middle. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. He's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because it would have taken his head off.
Standing in now, Greg Bird. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So it's a two-run shot to right center as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, they're definitely using the long ball for great effect so far in this game. That's 4 home runs in the game. In fact, 3 of them in this inning alone. Now, talk about instant offense. They're scoring runs left and right.
That thing is after vocal call.
Into the box now, number 99. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
That man supposed to hit that motherfucker out of the goddamn ball. That's that bullshit, guys.
That ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Maben on the run. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here. Jose Iglesias will stride forward to lead it off. And I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. You could probably use a advance, but he gets pressure right back in the action here.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move. That'll be all tonight for CC Sabathia. So the line score will show he departs after just 4 innings of work, and you know they wanted more out of him than this, as he won't even stand to be the winning pitcher here. Luis Severino is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 99 is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out. Ian Kinsler steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And here's the ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, that's a sign of a guy who's really learning how to pitch. I mean, look at this location on 1 and 2. No need to try and blow him away with a high fastball. This is right on the outside corner at the knees. No chance to get that one.
Into the box, Cameron Maben. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers, and as you can see, they are way behind. Jacoby Ellsbury digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Looking up is Upton. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot for Jacoby Ellsbury as this lead got even wider.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Boy, what an outstanding play out there in left center field. This is showing no regard for his body. He's going to wind up getting a mouthful of turf, too. But he's able to hold on to the baseball. That's just very well done.
Standing in now, Didi Gregorius. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
The batter, number 14, second baseman.
Well, I hope this guy's not on your fantasy team, because look at those numbers. He's been dreadful.
Starlin Castro is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field. And for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. His second of the game as the blowout continues.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a team so far. I mean, you might get that once a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
Into the box now, Brian McCann. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And I'm just surprised that no one in his dugout has seen enough. I mean, this guy is done out there. P-U-N. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Chase Headley digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Hard hit towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Have a night. 4 trips to the plate, 4 hits. They can't get him out.
Stepping in, Greg Bird. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. 3 runs already home here. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home.
Yo, you see this guy?
Run scores from second.
You see this guy? He stands right there on second base. Something is wrong.
And the way they're swinging the bats, there's no end in sight.
Number 99 stands in. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. In to score is the runner from third, and this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
Well, he's going to wind up with an RBI on this ball, but I got to think that he was imagining extra bases after this ball left his bat. That's a nice play out there in the alley to run it down.
Into the box, Brett Gardner. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kinsler's there for it. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. 5 innings complete. The Yankees lead this one 20-3. Miguel Cabrera will stride in here to get the Tigers started in their half of the 6th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's 1 away.
Well, there's no doubt that for a young reliever, he's got swing and miss stuff. He just ramps up on that fastball, keeps the back straight, good follow through, and he just blows it right by him.
In now, Victor Martinez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Ellsbury will put this one away for route number 2. J.D. Martinez will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. And they remain well behind. Justin Wilson will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Jacoby Ellsbury will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging and hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Martinez. Makes the play, 1 away. Didi Gregorius will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for a hit. The throw to third. Oh, and he's not going to make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder.
They just can't run for shit, man. Something is wrong with this. But they just can't run, man.
You'll see the right fielder coming on quick. He comes up and delivers a seed to third to get his man trying to take the extra base.
Just can't run for shit, man. I swear to God.
Stepping in now, Starlin Castro. This ball sharply hit, but right.
Told you they just can't run for shit.
Right,
they can't hit for shit.
And the inning is over.
Come on, man.
Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. A little behind on
Keep
that swing.
hitting
And
foul balls every fucking game.
The plate.
Damn, this game
The
is
strikeout.
boring.
Here's the 1-2. And this is lined into left field, and the leadoff man will reach. It's a base hit.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Standing in now, Nick Castellanos. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, when you're down by a few runs, base runners are what you need. And so far here in the inning, base runners are what they've got. That's a single followed by a double here. And this game might be about to get a whole lot closer real quick.
Into the box now, James McCann. In there, 1-2 now. Weekly hit towards first. Throw to the plate, and he's in there.
Yo, this motherfucker can't throw the ball for shit, man. I swear to fucking God.
Blown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Can't throw the ball for shit, man.
Fastball ball, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
That's a tough spot to go down looking. I mean, the likelihood is if you put this ball in play, you're going to get a run home. Unless he was somehow really fooled there, I think that pitch was just too good to take.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Tigers get just the 1. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Yankees lead it 20-4. Brian McCann gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases.
Look how slow he's running. This don't make no fucking sense.
And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Well, he's right on the fastball here. You get a look. He gets that bat head out front and just rips this ball into the alley and right. Gets the inning started with a nice leadoff double.
Into the box, Chase Headley. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. That's in there, base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. So standing in, Greg Bird. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And, you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from third.
Not a good start to the inning on the mound. 1 run comes in to score on the double. They'll wisely hold the trailing runner at third. So it's second and third now. Still nobody out.
Alex Wilson will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Number 99 will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he makes a great dive.
Man, that's a fucked up hit, man. That's all I can say. That's a goddamn terrible fucking hit.
Will step in.
They always fucking him, man.
Yeah, but this time, if he can just put the ball on the ground again, he's going to have a good chance at an RBI because right now the infield is running back.
Goes the other way as this is line to left. Upton has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
Here's another instance of a ball actually hit too hard to try to score on. He doesn't have to go all that far to make the play here, so it's probably a wise decision not to test his arm.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and he'll get in there safely. Gary Sanchez will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Damn, they should show that repeat.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Upton going back. So a 2-run shot to left center as they just continue to pour it on here.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez. I think everybody in this lineup is going to have a home run before this one's done. That's 7 home runs as a team.
Bruce Rondon will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day. Starlin Castro will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a drive out to left center field. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Around third and being waved on home. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now.
I told you, man, they just can't run for shit,
We'll stand in
man.
again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
And you can see he is none too happy about that last call. I think he's saying it was low, and well, now I know he was saying it was low. But you know, you can't show up an umpire like that. It may have just cost his guys another inch or 2 on close calls.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
1 out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it, the right fielder. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Victor Martinez will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
1-2.
But he's just cutting his way right through the teeth of this order. They're not even putting up much of a fight.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a ground ball, gloved by Headley. Throw to first will get it easily, and the side is retired. Brian McCann will be the one to watch. He'll lead things off when we get back. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Yankees lead it 26-4. And there indeed is Brian McCann. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
These guys have swung the bat extremely well in this one. They have to be careful, though, about getting comfortable. Still have to make every at-bat count.
Martinez is there, 1 away.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Standing in now, Chase Headley. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, this is just turning into a game for the ages now. This is his 6th hit of the game. My partner, Steve, he had months where he didn't get 6 hits.
In now, Greg Bird. Opposite field to left. Upton is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Well, that's a pretty good at-bat right there. He just went with the pitch and took it the other way. He hit that hard right at the left fielder who's been standing out there for about 130 years.
Number 99 steps into the box. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play.
Yeah, man, they don't give this guy no damn play, man.
But you can forgive him as they still hold an enormous lead.
Come on, the game is over.
We're set for what's left of this one from Detroit as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. J.D. Martinez standing now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Headley is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Justin Upton steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His 3rd strikeout in the game, and I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beat. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach.
Into the box, Nick Castellanos. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat. But if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it. And they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Starlin Castro. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
Could be Jesus Christ. Well, I praise God. Praise God. I need help. Praise God. Praise God. Thank you, Lord.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 26-4. Good night from Detroit.